It's time to celebrate the beauty and the history of our Hispanic culture.
And Corona Ranch is a great place for a fiesta.
So come on and join us today on
Su Vida.
Su Vida.
Welcome to Su Vida. I'm JR Cardenas.
And I'm Vanessa Ramirez. So many people think that Cinco de Mayo is the celebration for Mexican Independence Day, but it's not. So let's set them straight, JR.
All right. Well, Cinco de Mayo is a big war where they fought against the French. 16th of September, that's the Declaration of Independence where they liberated themselves from Spain. Two different scenario situations.
Ooh, why thank you, Professor JR.
You're welcome. Today we're at the historic Corona Ranch located at the base of South Mountain. The hacienda and ranch has been in the Corona family for over 41 years, and the family's impact on the city is a pretty cool story.
We moved here to Phoenix in 1970, late 69, early 70. 8 kids, our parents, we lived on a farm here. We lived in a 3-bedroom house.
En 1947 me vine de Guadalajara a Mexicali. De Mexicali pasé para Estados Unidos. Teníamos como unos 12 cines, desde San Antonio, Texas, Houston, aquí en Phoenix. Ya era el Jackman 70, este cine que está aquí, el Palace West, que ahora es el Option.
We were fortunate enough to manage a theater and be exposed to every type of entertainment, from movies to the record shop, to, in the early 80s, being able to partner up with a gentleman out of Denver, Colorado called Barry Fay. He owns Fayline Productions and does concerts at Red Rocks up there. Well, he partnered up with my father and started doing concerts at the theater in the early 80s. We had such artists as In Excess, UB40, REM, Howie Mandel.
My father was always involved in being a horseman. Back in California, he belonged to an association of charros. Charro is the name of a working cowboy in Mexico. The actual terminology is vaquero. That's where it really started. And you say it now, vaquero, and it sounds like just someone that tended to cattle. That's not true. It's actually the roots of what a charro is.
Nos ha socorrido la suerte de que no nos olvidan nuestros amigos, todo el público, nuestros amigos. Y todo en este lugar, bienvenidos todos aquí. Se celebran las quinceañeras, las bodas, las charreadas, todos los eventos. Estamos aquí para todo el mundo que venga, no únicamente nuestros latinos. Se hizo con un fin de que los latinos tuvieran un lugar donde traer la familia. Pero aquí todos bienvenidos, de todas las razas.
This ranch was originally built and named Lienzo Charro El Herradero. But expanding over into the corporate market, it was hard for that translation. So then it became known as Corona Ranch. And for that, we give our community thank you.
That's great family history. Now I'm here with Alex Corona. He's a member of the family. You're an original member of the family.
I am.
And you are very involved with many aspects of Corona Ranch, pero charreria is the one thing that you're very passionate about. What is the difference between a Mexican rodeo and Western rodeo?
Well, the difference is our Mexican rodeos is every sport, every event that we do in the rodeo, in the charreada, has a meaning behind it. Opposed to a Western rodeo, it's a sport. It was developed just for that specifically sport.
Now we know the difference between the Western rodeo and the Mexican charrerias. Tell me a little bit about the cultural differences as well.
We dress similar to what a mariachi would wear. That's where the mariachi comes from.
Okay.
That we wear the big sombrero. But we have specific rules in what you have to wear when you're in there. You can't wear blue jeans under your chaps. It has to be the specific dress, the botines, the chaparreras, your moño, your sombrero, everything tailor-made to you. You cannot buy it in any store, it has to be tailor-made for you.
Now, how many events a year do you guys put together here?
We probably do on an average about anywhere between 80 to 120, depending on our market.
And you still have weddings and quinceañeras and bautizos and divorces here.
Absolutely. The divorce parties are the best.
Yeah. Where can we get information about both?
You can go to our Hispanic market, which is our Facebook page, Corona Promotions, or our corporate and quinceañera and wedding market is coronaranch.com.
Very nice. We'll be right back with more Su Vida right after this.
Cox Communications is proud to recognize 2016 Hispanic Heritage honoree Zanjero Garcia. Zanjero migrated to Arizona in his early 20s with a passion to create art. In 2012, he achieved his goal, a solo exhibit in his native Mexico. Zanjero's art tells the story of his dual identity as a Mexican and now American. Cox Communications is proud to recognize our 2016 honorees for their many and diverse contributions to our Arizona communities. Make plans now to join Maestro Tito Muñez in the Phoenix Symphony as they kick off their new season with the epic grandeur of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. 2009 London International Piano Competition winner Bizan Araimov will also perform Rachmaninoff's technically challenging Rhapsody on a theme of Paganini. And conductor Muñoz continues his tradition of highlighting young American composers by featuring Nina Young and her composition Remnants. For complete performance and ticket information, visit phoenixsymphony.org. For more great videos highlighting all that's happening across Arizona, visit cox7.com.
Su Vida is brought to you in part by Chicanos por la Causa.
Cox Communications is proud to recognize 2016 Hispanic Heritage honoree Erica Cardenas, motivational speaker and founder of Inspire Her. By sharing her own life experiences, Erica reminds young women of their purpose and value. Cox Communications is proud to recognize our 2016 honorees for their many and diverse contributions to our Arizona communities.
Welcome back to Su Vida. I'm Vanessa Ramirez, and it's time for another lesson from our Professor JR. He's going to tell us all about Fiestas Patrias.
Sí. Fiestas Patrias just means patriotic holidays in Spanish. And it's a way the Hispanic community gets together to celebrate Mexico's independence.
That's right. And we're going to have a huge Fiestas Patrias celebration coming up pretty soon. We're going to have food and drinks and dancing and... Wait, why am I even telling you all about this? Just take a look.
Amigos, aquí su amigo el pariantito y el marciano, el Morning Show de Campesina Network, que salimos de 5 a 10 de la mañana y los invitamos al Grito 2016.
And we want to invite you to go to El Grito. This is an amazing Mexican event that it will be
Saturday, September 17 at Comerica Theater. It's going to be the best event in town. El Daza is going to be there.
Adriel Favela.
Código FN is going to be there too.
Regulo Caro.
Well, this year, as you guys know, at Comerica Theater, man, it's going to be packed. We're expecting around 5,000 people or more. And the good thing about this event is that we're going to have a lot of parking. It's centrally located in downtown Phoenix, so that's a good thing for our community around. Before, we had our events a little bit far away, but this year we're trying to get as close as we can to the people.
It is a concert, pero también we will be having our traditions right there in the concert, porque vamos a dar el Grito 2016, which el cónsul de aquí de México está invitada. Obviamente vamos a estar dando el grito como lo hacemos en México ese mismo día.
Every time you go to a campesina event or a festival, now you're just having fun, but you're also helping the community, because whatever you spend in there, it goes back to our community.
Everything is going to be for scholarships for our dreamers.
We're the first radio station that does this kind of events, present several artists in one stage. So it's a little bit more high level. We can say that.
This show couldn't happen without our sponsors, but especially Cox Communication. Cox is our presenting sponsor, and I can say that they are really amazing and focus on our community, and whatever they need, they want to be there.
El Grito 2016 of Radio Campesina 88.3.
El Grito 2016.
Remember, this is an all ages event. September 17.
Los invitamos al Grito 2016.
Now that's a party. I go every year and I have a lot of fun. I don't remember it, but I have a lot of fun.
Well, if you're looking to have a fiesta of your own, look no further than Corona Ranch. Right now we're in the Great Hall, but they also have a beautiful lawn with patios.
This place covers 16 acres of land, so they have whatever you're looking for, whatever.
It's huge. So our next story is about a man who delivers water. So this job is rich in tradition, but rapidly disappearing. So let's meet some Zanjeros.
Translation of Zanjero is ditch rider. Originates from the Spanish word zanja, meaning ditch, and then ero is the person, so Zanjero. As a Zanjero, my main duty is being a steward of the valley's water supply, making sure that we're not wasting any of it, making sure our laterals are on order. Zanjero's been around since the late 1800s. The name originated from the farm workers. They would see the ditch rider coming down the road and there's like, hey, ahí viene el Zanjero, you know, and SRP just adopted it and gave us the title Zanjeros just because, you know, the Spanish influence, the farm workers are pretty much the ones that gave us the title. The Latino influence helped out because of the workers that worked the fields. The field worker had a better knowledge, and it just made it that much easier to make the transition into a Zanjero. It's funny how everything comes into circle. My grandfather was a bracero back in the 50s. I'm still part of, you know, the growing of the crops. We get our water from the Verde and the Salt River reservoirs, and we store it. It's extremely important. It's a desert, and you know we just can't afford to waste any. And that's where the Zanjero comes into play. Being the steward of the water, we do an excellent job of making sure none of the water is wasted. What a lot of customers don't realize that our system is a gravity-fed system. Most customers don't realize that it's taken, you know, 12 hours for that water to get to certain points of the laterals. We did pick up after the Hoho come Indians and kind of modified their system. And it was actually the shareholders, the farmers, put up their money so we can improve the canal system. Crucial part of our daily lives. It's fun. I mean, I really don't even think about it anymore. It's just like a second nature to me.
Interesting. Zanjeros. I did not know that. So now we're talking to some very traditional people with very traditional outfits. Let's talk a little bit about what you were born into. First, it's Carolina and Emiliano, correct?
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about what you were born into.
I was born into the charreria, and what I do, I'm on a precision drill team. It's a side saddle precision drill team. Consists of 8 girls, and that's the part of the charreada that's called the escaramuza. And my brother does what is called the charreada, typical charreada.
What is that?
It's consisted of 9 events, and it's all about showing what your horse can do in different things with a lasso, with other mares and bulls as well.
Now, I understand you guys go and compete nationally, so you guys are on your way out to LA, to Pico Rivera?
Pico Rivera, to perform in at a national level.
That's huge.
Very huge.
So how old were you when you started?
I was about 7 years old.
Emiliano?
I was about 5.
5 years old. Wow, so it's amazing. This is something really, really cool. I mean, it's something that I would like to try one day. Well, thank you so much for your time, and stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to learn more about La Charreria.
At Arizona Living, we're always looking for ways to enhance our lives. You can find more of our great lifestyle tips at cox7.com.
Cox Communications is proud to recognize 2016 Hispanic Heritage honoree Daniel Contreras. Born in Sonora, Mexico, Daniel opened his first hot dog stand in Tucson in 1993. Today, he owns and operates 3 El Güero Canelo restaurants, a meat, market and bakery, and a tortilla factory. Cox Communications is proud to recognize our 2016 honorees for their many and diverse contributions to our Arizona communities.
Hey, welcome back to Su Vida. So, most people think that Mexico's national sport is soccer, but really, it's the rodeo.
That's right. And here at Corona Ranch, you can actually get the best of both worlds, which is the American rodeo and Mexican charreria.
That's right. Okay, so Professor JR, I have a pop quiz for you. You ready?
Go.
All right, so what is the second most popular food in Mexico?
Well, 1, it's got to be tacos. That's everyone's favorite.
It is.
2, burritos.
That is wrong. Actually, in a recent study, it showed that Mexico's second favorite food is pizza. Can you believe it? So if you're craving a slice right now, let's take it to the pros at Papa Murphy's and see what they're up to.
Papa Murphy's is a take and bake pizza franchise. It started in 1980 out of Oregon. And what we essentially do is create your pizza in our stores and then send it home with you to bake in your own oven. And then it's up to you to just cook it in about 15 minutes. Comes out of your oven hot and fresh and ready to eat. So we use only the freshest ingredients on all of our pizza toppings. Our cheese is whole milk mozzarella. We also do a lot of topping cheese, which is a cheddar and provolone mixture, a smoked provolone. And then all of our vegetables come in whole, like you would buy them in a grocery store. We chop everything here in-house and slice it or dice it for your pizza toppings, including Roma tomatoes, zucchini, mushrooms, bell peppers, mixed onions, that sort of thing. We also offer premium vegetables like sun-dried tomatoes, artichokes, and fresh spinach. And then all of our meats are a butcher quality meat, so you're getting the best pepperoni, the best sausage. We have premium toppings like Angus steak and fennel sausage, as well as your traditional Canadian bacon, salamis, ground beef, that sort of thing. I think what makes Papa Murphy's most unique is that you as a consumer get to come into our stores, watch your pizza being made right in front of you with all of the best ingredients. And we really pride ourselves on all of that high quality that you get as a consumer on your toppings. And I think that our dough is really unique. We make our dough in-house every day, so it's a very fresh pizza crust. And we can offer that to you in a thin crust, a regular crust, a pan crust. And so you have your choice. And you really get to, make and create your own pizza that's unique to you and what your family wants to eat. So in Phoenix, we have 48 Papa Murphy's locations around the valley. So you should be able to find one fairly close to you. And you can stop in and create your pizza and make it here. You can call it in. You can also go to online and order at papamurphys.com. And then when you come in, it's already ready and you can just grab it and go. So I think what's great about Papa Murphy's is, everybody's running around, everybody's busy. You can grab the pizza, get home, put it in the fridge, and then when the whole family's finally there together after work and school and all the extracurricular activities that are happening, you can get that pizza in the oven, and 15 minutes later you're sitting down with your whole family and you're having a meal together. And that's what's so great about Papa Murphy's, because you don't have to wait for delivery. You don't have to, have somebody eating a cold pizza. You're all there, you're ready, and it's like you made it at home yourself.
Wow, Papa Murphy does pizza right.
It sure does. I'm still full. Yeah. We'll be back with more Su Vida right after this. Get in my belly.
Su Vida is brought to you in part by Sanderson Ford.
Cox Communications is proud to recognize 2016 Hispanic Heritage honoree Josefina Sabori. Josefina has served as deputy sheriff for Pima County since 2006 and currently patrols within the unincorporated areas, working with the Criminal Investigations Division Domestic Violence Unit. She is also a former member of the Tucson National Air Guard. Cox Communications is proud to recognize our 2016 honorees for their many and diverse contributions to our Arizona communities.
Hey, welcome back to Vida. I'm JR Cardenas. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month at the beautiful Corona Ranch.
And a lot of weddings take place here because of the stunning scenery.
And they host many corporate events throughout the year. If you want to make an impression, bring your celebration to Corona Ranch.
We're celebrating our Mexican culture today, and generosity has always been a hallmark of the Hispanic community.
Some of the most important people deserving support are students. Fortunately, ASU is there to help the next generation's dreams come true.
So Los Diablos got founded in 1984 as an alumni group. It was primarily to build scholarships for students. As Latinos, we know that access to an education is extremely important, and it's not only you getting to a college and obtaining a college degree, it was the work of your parents, the sweat from their hard work. It's the work that people who support you. So that legacy is the mission of Los Diablos, that we're trying to instill this community support to sponsor, contribute, and facilitate access to a higher education.
Los Diablos provides scholarship and mentorship to Latino and Hispanic students. Through the mentorship, it's provided us with the skills and connections to be, yes, successful college students, but also leaders in the Latino community. And after that, once we graduate, you know, pass the torch on to the other scholars and really help them become successful as we are expected to be. Being involved in Los Diablos and really getting a new family helped me evolve and adjust to the setting and context of ASU.
We're very open to the selection process, but we do focus on recruiting from Latino high schools or students. When we are 30% of the population in Arizona, but when we are about 40 to 45% of the people under the age of 30, you start thinking that the leadership for the next 50 years will come from Latinos in the state. So making sure that they're well prepared, that they have access to the information that will make them successful, is the role that we're playing as board members, as the community steps up to support Los Diablos. So we're looking out for the next 50 years of Arizona, and we believe that Los Diablos has a strong mission in that.
We've had a lot of fun here today.
Yes, Corona Ranch is a beautiful place to have a party.
And to experience a charreada.
That's a rodeo.
It is. Yes.
We want to thank Alex and Corona Ranch for hosting us here today.
Yeah, make sure you catch us next time right here on
Su Vida. You know, maybe I'll have my wedding here one day.
That's a good joke.
You're right, I'm never getting married.